Out with the old and in with the new. So this is the Marcus Bonna saxophone double case for alto and soprano saxophones. I ordered this thing about 9 months ago. Part of the reason why it took so long was because I opted for the carbon fiber inner shell versus a wood, just so that it would be much lighter, and this thing is very light. The fabric it is lined with is a nylon. I went with black just because it'll go with everything. Just looking at it from the outside, it is extremely thin. It is way thinner than my other case that I had. And this is just an alto case. You can see it has backpack straps. I had to attach those on the back. The other thing that I noticed right away in terms of build quality is these metal studs at the bottom. The alto BAM case and most BAM cases have these plastic rubber like knobs at the end, which they have screws in them. And as you can see, 2 of mine have fallen off of the 4 here. So this is the case. There is a detachable zipper pocket here. As you can see, this zippers off and I can actually take this whole pocket off. I'm not gonna do that now just because I wanna keep that on there, but the outside can fit an iPad and anything else you need. I'll probably put my swabs and stuff in here. Great feature there. If I need to just condense down to 1 case, this is super helpful. This will fit in the overhead compartment on a plane. Obviously, I just got this case, so I haven't done that yet. It is just as tall as my other case, which that fits in the overhead. And like I said, it's super thin. Shouldn't have any issues with that. It is a zipper case, which can be dangerous for people who might forget to zip it, put it on their back and their saxophones fall out. Not to name any names, but it has happened. So you open it up. One of the, not flaws, but I'm sure it'll fix itself, is this lid just wants to like automatically shut. It does have this like tension band here, but I think it has to do with the hinge. Maybe after some use, it'll just want to stay open. If we look here on the inside, it's pretty hollow on the inside. There's not a ton of like cushion, but everything keeps the saxophones very firm. Here's the slot for the soprano saxophone, and then here's the slot for the alto saxophone. I'm pretty sure I could also fit a flute under the soprano. That's one of the features of this case. In terms of storage, there's a small pocket here and then a larger pocket here. There's not necessarily a spot to put the necks of the horns, especially because I use a detachable soprano neck, but it does come with little pouches to put necks. So this is the alto pouch here. Works well. It's nice and protected in this foamy material. And then soprano has this nice Velcro pouch for both of the soprano necks. It also comes with 2 mouthpiece little protector pouches. They're both leather. Those will probably go in the big pocket over here with the other stuff. Obviously, this is the first day with the case, so I still have to figure out my sort of workflow, where I'm gonna put certain things. The pocket here, I'll probably stick an air tag, super important there, my lip saver, shout out Leg and Lip Saver, and then maybe a few Ligures. Obviously, I'll carry around more Ligures than just 2, but this pocket will fit Ligures nicely. Another feature that I noticed when I opened up the case was, if you see these 2 little metal clip things here, there's little receivers here, and I think it just helps structurally hold it together after you zip it. So they're not necessarily latches, but structurally it keeps it more intact. Let's put the horns in and see how that works. See if I can get a better close-up here. There's all these like hard foam pieces in here that are all Velcro, and I think that's one of the big features of this case, is that everything's sort of modular and modifiable to sort of fit your horn. Okay, so I got my soprano here. When using this, the saxophones actually slide onto the hard foam end caps, and then it goes in the case. And there's the soprano in there. Everything's nice and snug. One of the big nice things, in my stock Yamaha EX soprano case, I couldn't keep my Leg and Lip Saver on there because it would go down and the soprano would stick up because of the bulge. When I slide it in there, it actually fits with the wrist saver on there, so I don't have to take it out. So this soprano is not going anywhere, and it fell. If we get my alto, it's the same sort of thing. The end cap is built in, so you slide that on first, and then it just fits in there. It does seem like it wobbles back and forth just a little bit. I don't think it's anything to worry about, because the second you close it, these styrofoam pieces that are in the case latch onto like the low C grate. Everything should be good and locked in. When you shut it, you can hear the little latches lock in there, and here it is, nicely on the back. I mean, when I actually think about it, I will never really be putting it only on my back. I'll have my actual backpack, and then I'll probably just sling it over the shoulder, so it'll be look a little bit more like this. I really like it. The build quality's there. Thrilled to just think about music school this next semester and how I don't have to carry around 2 cases, because whether I'm playing like a soprano piece and an alto piece, or I play soprano for quartet, dragging 2 cases around was a lot. Being able to consolidate into 1 case is gonna be super nice. Shout out to Dr. Nikki Roman. She was the one who showed me this case and introduced it to me when she came down to UT last semester. I asked her a ton of questions about it because I was obviously in the market for a double case, and after that week, I went ahead and ordered one myself, so very thrilled with this purchase. When I think of any downsides that this might have, the in-plug system is gonna take a little while to get used to, but I'm sure it won't take long. If I do happen to break one of these things or lose one, I'm sure I can just order these individual styrofoam pieces. So if you're in the market for one of these and you really don't care about the weight of it, then I would probably suggest just getting the wood one. It is going to be quite a bit cheaper and you won't have to wait as long for it. The 9 to 10 month or 12 month like process of getting this case was solely because I went with the carbon fiber and I wanted everything black, so it wasn't just like one of the standard ones that they make. They had to custom order it. And these cases are made from 100% renewable energy, which is super cool. But yeah, if you're in the market for something like this, you can email Marcus Bonna and they will give you a list of dealers. I personally went through TB Wins, my local repair shop and saxophone accessory shop in Denton, Texas, which again, it took a while for them to make, but once it was done, they shipped it here and I've got my case. If I remember correctly, it was $675 for the carbon fiber. The normal case, I think, is about $100 cheaper. Obviously, it's depending on the dealer you go through. I think that's what I was quoted. I'm actually gonna go and measure this case versus the other case with the saxophones in it, just to see how heavy things are. All right, let's see how much these things weigh. So this is the double case with both instruments in it. Locked it in at 17.4 pounds. And then here's my old BAM case with the alto in it. No soprano, 14 pounds. So it's pretty close to the same weight. Obviously there's a 3-pound difference, but it's really not that much heavier with both saxophones in it, which is kind of crazy. I think that's mostly because of the carbon fiber inner, so I'm super glad I got that. Obviously these are just my first impressions of this thing, and if it turns out to be a bunch of crap, I'll let you guys know, but I'm super excited, and I'm sure I'll update you guys in the future with my thoughts after a month or so. Let me know down in the comments what you liked about this video, what you didn't like about this video. If you want to see a what's in my case for the year 2025, I can do that as well, even though I kind of already just went through all of that. If you want to check out my old what's in my case video, I will link that up above. But for now, thank you guys for watching. Peace.